more, Matt, on the board.
Oh, no, not chicken strips. No.
Thank you. I'll give you about 5 minutes, and then we'll go over it together. Number 1, what do I do first?
Subtract 9z.
Subtract 9z. How do you figure that?
You do it on both sides.
Are we getting like terms on one side of the equal sign, right? Okay, so you wanted to do this. You wanted to subtract the 9z. From both sides or just one side?
Both sides.
Both sides. Don't be funny. Alright, so now what does that leave us over here?
0.
Alright, and -8, correct?
Yes, sir.
What about here?
5
2 plus 14 minus 9 is
5z.
5z. Now what do we do?
Subtract 2.
Subtract 2. Why do we subtract 2?
Get like terms of the. Well, get like terms.
Trying to get z by itself, right? Trying to get the variable by itself. So you're going to subtract 2 from both sides? Yes?
Yes.
Alright, and that leaves us 0 here with a 5z. And -8 minus 2.
-2.
Does everyone agree?
Yes.
Okay, so -10. Alright, now what?
Divide.
Divide 5z by 5. Okay, now what?
Divide by
5, and you get?
Negative.
Alright, 2 plus 2x is equal to 37 plus 6 plus x. What is my first step?
Combine 37 plus 6.
Alright, combine 37 plus 6. What is that?
43.
Rewrite my equation. Alright, now what do we do?
Subtract 2x.
Subtract the 2x?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, we'll subtract the 2x. 2x minus 2x equals 43 plus x minus 2x. Now what? You have 22 is equal to 43 plus x minus 2x. It'd be 43
1x.
plus
Negative 1x.
a negative x.
1x.
Yeah, x.
Okay, 1x, x. Alright, now what?
Minus 43.
You're going to subtract 43?
Yeah.
Alright, so 43 minus 43. And then you said plus a negative x, and 22. Whoops. 22 minus 43.
Yes.
Alright, so that cancels out. You have negative x. What does that equal? 22 minus 43.
21.
So is it a positive or a negative 21?
Negative.
Alright, so is this the final answer?
No.
Why not?
You gotta divide by negative
by
1.
1x.
Alright. So then what's your answer going to be?
Negative
21.
21.
X equals negative
X equals plus 4. What do we do first? Distributive property. So you're going to distribute your 9. Shh, guys. What do we do first? 9 times m.
9m plus 36.
Alright, there's 7m. What do we do now?
Subtract 9. Or, yeah, subtract 9.
Subtract 9. Alright, and what does this leave you?
Negative 2m.
Negative 2m and 36. Now what?
Divided by negative 2.
Divide by negative 2. And that gives you?
Negative 18.
Negative 18. Did everyone get negative 2? Number 4, what do we do first?
Distributive property.
Distributive property again. Alright, so 8 times 4.
It's 32.
32 minus
8.
8a equals 2a. Now what is the next step?
You subtract 2a by 8a.
Wait,
No. You add 8a to 2a.
Okay. We could add that. So minus 8a plus 8a 2/8a plus 8a. Now what?
Name
What's 2 plus 8?
10.
10a. Now what?
Divide. 2.
And what is a?
3.2.
3.2.
You got that wrong.
Alright, now that the warm-up's done, get to the partners that we assigned to you earlier. Each come get a worksheet for the reading and writing symbols. Each has to do it and turn it in. You can go anywhere in the classroom. Alright. What are you guys working on?
Number 11.
Okay, this is supposed to be in words, so, oh, you're right. Here. Now we're writing it in words, so go ahead and do this one for me.
3. It's 2. 10.
The second power.
Oh, times 10.
Yes.
Equals.
Good. Alright, Cortland, go ahead and do the next one. What does everyone notice about this worksheet compared to the equations we've been working with the equal signs?
It doesn't have equal signs.
What do they have? What are we working with? What do you think we're about to work with?
Inequality.
Inequalities. And they work with what types of signs? What are these signs? Don't do the hand motions. Do them.
Greater than, less
Greater than.
Less to is not equal to, is congruent
Congruent
to, is similar or approximately equal to, is greater than or equal to, less equal.
Good. So we're about to go over our notes that have to do with inequalities, right?
Yes,
All right. So everyone turn your paper into Cortland. 6-5, solving inequalities by adding or subtracting. Go ahead and work out the check skills up on the board. Here, I'll see. Can you see that? All right, go ahead and work them out by yourself real fast. This should be something you hardly have to calculate on paper. Mathematical sentence with an equal sign. We just discussed it.
Equation.
Equality.
No, not an equality, with an equal sign.
Equation.
Equation. Alright, so number 2, x plus 15 equals -3. What is x?
Negative 18.
Negative 18. Alright, y plus 22 equals 9. Quick.
Negative 13.
Alright, anybody else agree?
Yeah,
Yes.
me.
Just agreeing, or y'all working it out?
I worked it out, look.
Okay, okay. Alright, number 4, a minus 28 equals -4. What is
24.
24. Alright, does everyone agree?
Yes.
Alright, we're going to move on. Alright, anything that's starred, remember you write. So an inequality is a mathematical sentence that contains, and can anyone tell me what these signs mean now that we did the worksheet?
Greater
Greater.
than.
What's this one?
Oh, it's less than.
Less than.
Less than or equal to.
Alright.
Greater
Greater than.
Greater than or equal to.
And
Not equal to.
not equal. Some inequalities such as x is less than 3 and x is greater than or equal to 3 contain a variable. You can graph inequalities on number lines. Here's an example. Does everyone have these 2 graphs drawn?
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, so what do you notice different about these 2 graphs besides the direction that they're going in? Anything?
Well, one's getting less, one's getting greater.
Right, besides the direction, what do you notice is different?
0 through 6 and that one's 0
Okay.
through 4.
Look at the circle where it starts. What's on the number? What is different about this and what's different about that one?
It's colored in.
It's colored in. You want to tell me why it would be colored in and why this one would not be colored in?
Because it's greater than 3, so.
It's going different ways.
Okay, well, look at the inequality. Look at the symbol and tell me what's different about this symbol and this symbol.
That symbol is greater
That's
than
greater
or equal to. That's
Okay, so when it's or equal to, it's
it
colored
has
in.
colored in, though.
Alright? Alright, so let's move on. Another starred section, so we need to write this down.
I didn't get all that.
You didn't get all that? Alright, I'll come back. Is that what you need, the graph? Alright. You can see from the number line below that if you add 2 to each side of the inequality, -5 is less than or equal to -1. The resulting inequality is -3 less than or equal to 1 is also true. Okay, don't let that confuse you. All I'm doing is adding 2 to a -5 to get -3, and -1 I'm adding 2 to get +1. Okay, the relationship of the inequalities does not change. Again, there's a star, so this is what you need to write. If you add or subtract the same number on each side of an inequality, the relationship between the two sides does not change. It's basically what we just said with the two graphs. So the relationships do not change when you add or subtract from either side. You have to do both in the same number. Y'all good? Nope, not yet. Moving on, I have some examples, one arithmetic and one algebra. Alright, so is 8 less than 12? Yes? Yes, so if I added 3 to both sides, would this side still be less than the right side?
Yes.
Yes, because 8 plus 3 is 11, and 12 plus 3 is 15, so therefore it's still less than. Alright, so but what if I subtracted a number? What if I subtracted 4? What's 8 minus 4?
4.
Alright, and 12 minus 4?
8.
7. Or yeah.
Yes, 8.
Yes, 8.
So it's more, right? Yes?
Yes.
Okay, so if I did the algebra, just A is less than B, then C is less than B plus C, or A plus C, sorry, is less than B plus C. And if you subtracted a C, it would be the same thing. A minus C is less than B minus C. Okay, I did another example. You don't have to write that one down. Alright, here's another starred portion. If I'm going too quickly, let me know. You solve an inequality involving addition or subtracting by using inverse operations to isolate the variable. What other type did we, when did we use inverse operations before? Using what? When we solved
Proportions.
equations with equal signs. So this would be the same thing as if we were doing it with an equal sign, right? Maybe?
Sure.
Yeah. Yes.
Alright, so an inequality sometimes has infinite number of solutions, making it impossible to check them all. Instead, check your computations and the direction of the inequality symbol, which I'll show you how to check them in a few minutes. Inequalities by adding. So we're going to do this first one. It's q minus 7 is less than -2, and we're going to graph our solution. So what do you think we do first?
Can't see.
Sorry. So what do you think we do first? Q minus 7 is less than -2. Remember, like I said, it's just like an equation. You're going to solve for the variable. So what are we going to do first? We're going to add 7. So q minus 7 plus 7 is less than -2 plus 7? Yes? Alright, so that cancels out, and there's q, and what's -2 plus 7?
5.
5. And that's it. So how are you going to graph this? Alright, q is our,
Less than 5.
okay, q is less than 5. So how am I going to graph it?
Do the number.
Okay, go ahead and write the numbers first. 6, 4, 3. Alright, I wrote the numbers. Now what do I do?
You got go back.
Go back. What am I going back? Where do I put my starting point at?
5.
At 5. Is it filled in or is it open?
Open.
Is it open? Good. So our variable is less than or greater than 5. So which direction is it going to go? To the left. So I'm going to fill into the left. Awesome. Alright. Now we can come get our homework.